another day, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. So I'm just gonna skate around other spots, just cruise around and just enjoy skateboarding very simply, and talk about how I grew up skateboarding and how I sustained my efforts in skateboarding, how I stayed inspired, and how I continue to learn tricks over a decade plus. So follow suit. I'm gonna warm up with some tricks, some flat ground tricks at this cool brick spot because it looks pretty and that's what I like. But the first thing I want to share with you guys is I was first motivated to skateboard when I saw Tony Hawk land the 900. Mainly just extreme sports in general, but I got a VHS DVD from my aunt and it really sparked my interest. And seeing people and the aggressiveness that they kind of took when it was slalom, like bombing hills on a longboard but on your back, that was pretty crazy. Turned into like freestyle BMX, freestyle motocross, then Tony Hawk riding the vert ramp. That caught my attention crazy. And I remember seeing Tony Hawk land the 900 for the first time, and it capped like all the tries he did. He did like over 100 tries. And his face expression was just like huge eyes, mouth wide open, and it just like gave me shivers as like a 6-7-year-old boy, you know? So that's the first spark that grabbed my attention. Also, before skateboarding and this VHS came into the picture, I actually rode dirt bikes at my uncle's house where my dad grew up on a farm, and we used to rip around on 50cc dirt bikes as 6-year-olds. So clearly that was not the most conventional way to introduce your kids to activities, hence why I probably took the steps I took. That being said, I'm gonna go somewhere else because this spot's really awkward. I'm gonna show you one thing real quick. If you look at the run up here, I have to carve in, somehow maintain speed, and get over here. So it's really awkward. I chose only to do a Smith grind on that, and even that was sketchy because my heart was like not into it because there was a window, a huge window right beside the rail, and that's the last thing I want to do is pay somebody to fix the window that I broke. Especially because it's a dentist office. Speaking of DVDs and VHSs and content in general, is I used to watch wakeboarding content. I used to, wait, hold on. This is DVDs. I'm talking about DVDs. I used to watch wakeboarding DVDs, mountain biking DVDs. There was like a 4-piece video. It was like mountain biking, inline rollerblading, and wakeboarding and skateboarding, I believe. I used to, after a while, I started skipping all of it to go to the skate section, and I would just rewatch it to get the inspiration. And I remember just enjoying each and every piece of video that they got. Like I remember seeing like people on mountain bikes jumping off of roofs, doing really gnarly stuff, and it always excited me. So I stuck with skateboarding because it was the first thing that was available to me. I'm just gonna hold that thought though because we're at a spot here. Usually it's kick out. I don't know what it's gonna be like on Sunday, but they blocked it. There used to be a bank here, pretty famous spot. It's like a little bank. You can do tricks on it. However, they patched it by putting a bench around it. And now there's only thing available, which I just saw, is unskated metal pieces that will get scratched in this video. So let's do that. discuss. At some point in the future, I started to like get my own style, whatnot, get influenced by GameCube, Tony Hawk's Underground, and getting super motivated by skateboarding, especially because of the Tony Hawk games, beating the levels and whatnot. And I would customize my character with like the thrash board graphic. I had a mohawk, and then I got a double mohawk, and then it inspired me to get a mohawk and a double mohawk in school. Like literally, I'm speaking literally. Teachers literally mentioned to me, like jokingly, but I thought it was funny, I guess. They thought it was cute that I had a double mohawk and they could drive like a toy car. They were like, I just want to drive a toy car through the middle of your head. No hard feelings, that's cool. It's just an interesting way to use a mohawk. It was cool. I had a chain, like I had baggy pants too. I was always so passionately looking for a skateboard show, but I didn't have any channels to do that. And I found this one channel on Razor TV, and it was the Under Attack show, and it was a Canadian skateboard tour across Canada, basically. And some of my favorite people to this day were on that trip, and the people who support me were on that trip. And I just was so inspired by it. And this would have been, I would have been like 10 years old probably, maybe, you know? That's what I watched, and my mother would literally take a VHS, an empty VHS, put it into the TV so she could record the actual show so that I could play it back on my own mini TV and just like replay like I would the skate movies that I was watching. Now we're gonna skate this random spot and enjoy it and get technical, do some random fun tricks. Was pretty cool. Definitely not like the best spot. Like you're not. I personally wouldn't try to get a clip there for a video part unless I really managed to like manipulate that spot in a way that was really awesome. But that being said, I want to move on to the next subject that I wanted to get into. I had a couple friends, and I basically every day after school I couldn't wait to skate somebody's driveway who had a ledge, a rail. I grew up with like a flat bar and a box, and I even had a basement I could skate in, so that was super motivating for me. Mind you, I used to skate alone all the time. Like I got an iPod for my birthday or Christmas. It was like a game changer having an iPod, and listened to music all the time by myself, skating driveway up and down. The first 5 years of me living in this house, there was the worst road ever, and it finally got paved out of the blue. The new pavement on that road changed it for me. I was so even more excited to skate. I would basically session flat ground over and over and over again, trying to perfect my tricks, listening to whatever I had on my iPod. It was like the square iPod Nano. I used to even download like podcasts, free podcasts that were skateboarding. And mind you, this is when technology was really kicking in gear, so we could get free podcast videos and watch skateboarding and bike riding whenever. I used to take the bus to school and watch videos of that stuff on my iPod. Anyways, let's just cut it. I'm gonna go to another spot, Olympic Village. 5 years ago I made a part here, and the ledges are like I don't know, acrylic or something. They're chipped and really bad, but who knows what it's like there. Let's go find out and see if we can actually get tricks on these ledges that are way too beat. So we'll see. So I'm at this spot that I mentioned. It's pretty crusty. It's just like literally plastic ledges, and it's been a long time. I just did a back 50 to make sure they work. It's been a long time since I skated these. I got some cool clips, like some of my favorite clips I got here. I'm just gonna skate a little bit longer and tell you some last part of my story and then call it on that. So let's get some tricks at this iconic spot in the history of my history. Holy, what a crazy day. Anyways, those ledges were surprisingly good for 5 years plus being plastic and being able to skate them. They were really fun, to be honest, but it was getting super dark and I was hardly being able to see things. Thankfully, this camera can get good night shots. I wanted to add one more thing before I finish this video off is during the period of time when I lived on this street that just got paved, I had a friend of mine who was pretty much just as good as me at skateboarding. Like, we were very similar in skill level at this time. I was about 11, he was 9, and he just moved in surprisingly. Just like the way the road was paved, he moved in as a neighbor. It was so uncalled for, but super rewarding. We would skate together almost every single day. He would knock on my door every single day, and we would session, share each other's features. Like, I had a flat bar. We slowly accumulated a lot of skate features, had ledges, ramps, etc. Right? He started getting element drop spots, and we would session so long. He even had a little brother that was really good at skateboarding, and we just progressed together every single day. We even would start going to indoor skate parks in Michigan and Ohio at this time, and there was more because in my hometown there wasn't that many good skate parks to progress and grow on. So we would go and travel elsewhere to find features that we could actually push ourselves and increase the risk, you know, to get better at skateboarding. Those are a few of the things that kept me going in skateboarding and kept me inspired. It's one of those things that you can do at any moment in time and feel fulfilled. Like this video if you want to see other topics of this type, and subscribe for other videos because I will keep posting them. Surprisingly, this video I was able to get good tricks at spots that I just would not want to film clips at for like a video part, etc. But stay tuned because that's in the making. You guys really inspire me to keep moving forward, and thanks again. I do this for you, and that's it. So see you on the next video. Peace.